Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Utah Utes offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I understand. Just trying to use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge, but the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
On second down, looking again to throw. Got his man down the middle, and he'll be brought down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Working the middle, it's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win. And they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game. They're being aggressive. They're taking a shot. And they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
They'll try to get outside. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get into some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you just wonder, when is it going to happen for this true freshman? We know he's got so much talent and ability. The coaching staff was so excited about him coming into this season. He hasn't been able to score quite yet this year.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cougars offense has the ball for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes, because you're just asking to get picked off.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's looking for an open man on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know the pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Bearcats called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David. Just give...
The expressway is wide open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And I know in talking to their offensive coordinator this week, he talked about getting this guy lathered up and going. They know that once he's got some momentum, he's really hard to stop. One of the top 10 rushers right now in the entire country, and they're trying to get him going early in this game.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Movement here from the tight end. To the ground with the back. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah! The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll start this drive firing. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And RG, I love creative offensive coordinators. They don't just split a guy out wide that has game-breaking speed nowadays. Now they shift him, they motion, they put him all over the place. They put him in motion and give him the football. Just find ways to get your playmakers the football and get the football to him.
Got enough space. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Pushes for the goal line. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this 1st half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Houston will be forced to punt. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On the move to his left. Trying to make magic with his feet. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Utes are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Drake. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll throw it on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Sanford. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run. And just wedges to the head a bit before he's brought down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And more yards after contact. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats up. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
Number 26 with the carry.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson. but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now they'll try the right side. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to power their way ahead. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's Singleton. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's caught downfield. Touchdown Cougars. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he made the extra point without problem. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tom.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Trying to get to it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the 1st half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
I love the effort by that defender on that play. He knew the ball was coming to the outside, and he was being blocked. He was able to shed it quickly and then use his speed to force that ball carrier out of bounds for a loss.
And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Utes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it.
And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Utes! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But
he hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive yards.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Now on second and short after that pickup. The give to the tailback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive. And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman, because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now,
and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Just plowing down the field. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll try the right side. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Utah! And the route is on.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. They need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Give to the single back. Nice move to keep running. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's really frustrating to get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Frederick. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Cougars! A great catch and run for 6. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Houston, 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Right down the middle. Got his man. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Utes moving quickly to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's 3rd in eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Houston offense ready to go back to work.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. Backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Cougars with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Sanford. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. They'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to punch it in. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. On the option. Now the pitch. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Utah, 43. Houston, 27.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes the offense on 1st down.
Get set.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he needed to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Looking for a block. It's Singleton. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Houston going up-tempo.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Houston!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Wants to pass. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. On the move, he fires. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. The give to the back. Just ran him over. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They'll leave it with him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Utes have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
At the 35-yard line. And 1st down for the offense.
Going up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Offense gets set for 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And the Utes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On second down, they'll take to the air. He'll throw it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. It's still a 17-point cushion. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do